Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom, and today, yes, we are going to be taking to the front lines. With Verasity, there is a lot of things that are happening right at this point. You can already see that we are up on the day 15%. Fantastic. I'm going to be showing you amazing price targets that we have here on Verasity, long term as well as short term. We are also going to be talking about the tokenomics because there has been a lot that has been happening. Obviously, a lot of people have also been blaming this crash that you see on Verasity, a 60% plus crash here. Let me go ahead and catch that nice and easy on the news, like previous news or maybe old news, we can say that there was going to be dilution from the POV tokens, but the team has already made it clear that you know what, that's a different thing altogether. And then the circulating supply that you are seeing here of about 10 billion, you can already see that that is actually reduced because that was 10.23 billion right there, because Verasity is actually a deflationary coin. The circulating supply has to keep decreasing, right? I mean, just last month, right, the team actually was announcing that they burnt about 62 million. That is really fantastic. And I always say to people that Verasity is one of my dark horses in this bull market, because I mean, only 10 billion and then the circulating supply keeps decreasing like that. I think we have got something to look forward to here. Obviously, let's quickly get into the latest news here from the team, and they are actually, you know, making it clear from the previous update, right? I mean, it wasn't as clear maybe to some people from the community because there was a lot of reaction, but they're actually making it very clear that, you know what, the POV tokens that they are going to be releasing will actually be helping the Verasity token to begin with, because it's providing some kind of an incentive, because they're saying if an enterprise user wants to use our decentralized CDN, they can actually hold Verasity to take advantage of reduced prices, meaning there will be demand that is created for Verasity, right? They're fantastic, right? They are also talking about a possibility of a dual staking ecosystem, which would give like a bilateral boost, right, to POV staking rewards for those holding like Verasity as well. So I mean, that's another mechanism to create demand for the Verasity token, as well as the burning mechanism that will be happening there is really going to be lit. They are also saying that purchases on the POV marketplace will actually be payable in Verasity. What this does again is adding a much more demand, because Verasity will now be used much more like a currency, right, to purchase those POV things here on the marketplace, right? So that's fantastic as well. And then the final and the most important thing for me maybe is actually that Verasity continues to be deflationary, right? So burns of these Verasity tokens will continue every quarter. So next quarter as well, there will be less and less Verasity tokens there, and I would probably bet that the price will actually be higher than where it is right now. So that's really fantastic as well. Verasity also continues to be used for funding advertisements and campaigns. So basically, there isn't much change. If anything, there actually is more advantages with this new proposed tokenomics here for Verasity. That's fantastic. And without wasting much of your time, let's actually jump into the price and show you exactly what I think Verasity is gonna do in this bull market, right? But before we get there, I wanna kindly ask you to help me spread this video by delicately tapping the like button. It just really helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Verasity updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on Verasity and a number of other altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's actually get back into the price set. And yes, the structure that we are looking for here, and the structure that we are seeing right at this moment, is a very bullish one. I've seen this time and again in this market. And before I quote my price targets, I want to show you a couple of examples from across the market so that you actually get a grip of what exactly we are looking, and where my school of thought is actually coming from, because I don't want to be just, you know, saying price targets from nowhere which you have never seen before, right? So let's quickly take a look at that. On the left here, we have the current Verasity price set, and then this is the KuCoin token back then in something like 2018. And what I want you to notice is that we actually have got like very similarities in terms of like the crashing structure here. We also have the same thing here. The recovery structure was also looking like very much the same thing, and this one even ended up going as high as the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level right there. So this is basically the same thing that we have. You can already kind of establish that Verasity is in a super bullish stance right there. But then again, if you are still not yet convinced, I'm going to show you a recent example. Maybe 2018 is like a very long time ago, something has changed in the market. But take a look at this one right here. This is the almighty Solana, right? I mean, take a look at this. We really have pretty much the same thing happening with Verasity as well. I mean, take a look at even like the top part of the correction right there at the top. It's really the same thing. Just that Verasity kind of lags behind Solana, and then when it comes to returns, obviously Verasity pumps harder than Solana because it's less liquid, and you know, all that good stuff. So you can see the same crashing structure one more time, and look at the recovering structure as well. Basically, we are really following into that, and really we are having a blueprint here as to what is going to come next for Verasity. Already, Solana has moved up all the way to its first Fibonacci retracement level. I'm saying first Fibonacci retracement level, that actually should be the last Fibonacci retracement level. So if you go ahead and pull your tool right here from the very top of that structure to the bottom, you are now looking at something like the 786 Fibonacci retracement level again, and then do the same thing here with Verasity. We are now looking at an amazing price target. Let's go ahead and try to measure that, right? And then I'll quote the price target in a minute. From where the price is sitting to the last Fibonacci retracement level, you are looking at something like an 814%. That will actually be putting the Verasity price chart at something like 7.2 cents. That is definitely amazing in my humble opinion. So this is the bare minimum, to be honest with you, like last retracement levels. And then we are also taking a look at an example of maybe what can come to my mind. Maybe let's take a look at render, a recent example as well. I mean, we are looking at examples which are current right now, and we are being provided with a very nice blueprint. Take a look at the crossing structure one more time. It's really the same thing. I mean, take a look at Verasity doing this here, and then we're also taking a look at Render doing basically the same thing. The recovery structure is almost the same thing. Not, I mean, really the same, because you know there are different phases which you have to go through, and you also have to remember that Render was doing this like way before everybody else was acting. So yeah, we may have like a little bit of differences in the recovery structures right there, but I think on the generality of things, we are looking very, very good. This one already has gone super high. It has already gone as high as this 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That was the same thing with the KuCoin price set, and from then we'll be taking a look at Verasity even reaching price targets as high as 15 cents. That really is fantastic. I don't think though that's all Verasity can do, because from where the price is sitting right now, that will actually be translating to something like an 18x. It's still a fantastic return, don't get me wrong right there, right? But what I'm trying to do here is try to paint like what exactly is happening with Verasity, because a lot of people really underestimate this thing right here. So even if you get the 8x that we were talking about with the Solana just retracing right to the last Fibonacci retracement level, that is still a good return. I mean, imagine multiplying your net worth by 8. That's I mean, it's unheard of, right? But luckily we have things like these in crypto. And at the same time, you're looking at an 18x. If you go ahead and reach the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, we aren't talking about things that have happened before. We have seen them, especially in this market too. Why shouldn't Verasity do it? The tokenomics are good, the fundamentals are really, really good. All we need is a little bit of a spicing in this bull market, and then we are ready to go right here, right? The last example that I want to give obviously is XRP. And XRP is kind of an old example, because you know, we are taking a look at an example that happened, maybe we are talking about way back then in 2014, but that's also pretty good, because what happens is that we can still understand how the market was reacting even years ago, right? So 2016, we also have got almost the same crossing structure here, not as close as the other ones, but you can also see this bottoming structure is also the same thing that we are having on Verasity. Yeah, you may be shaking a little bit, maybe one more new low, which I don't think is going to happen here anyway, but this was a fantastic one, because if you try to use your Fibonacci retracement levels, I mean, or tools, you actually exceed all of them. That will be going way beyond the 4.236 Fibonacci extension level right there. Now for Verasity, that will actually be something like 38 cents. Now I really am not sure if Verasity is gonna go all the way high like that, but as I was saying already, I think I'm already satisfied with this 18x at something like a 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. By the way, I'm saying I'm satisfied with that as if I'm buying newly right now. But if you actually had bought way before here, I'm telling you that 1.618 is actually somebody's 100x here on Verasity. But then again, should we continue with this trajectory right here, like ripping all Fibonacci extension and retracement levels, you are looking at Verasity going all the way to something like 50xy there. That will actually be something like 38 cents here, as I was mentioning. And just to note lastly, sooner or later we are going to see these tokenomics here changing, because the 100 billion tokens which are being represented here are also including the POV tokens. So when those ones are gone, a lot of people are going to come to Verasity, look at the tokenomics by there, and actually see that, you know what, they're 10 billion and they're actually getting lower and lower every day. There will be a lot of demand that will be created just by updating the tokenomics right here. So I mean, that's pretty much all I had today, obviously, on Verasity, but none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I sell, right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and then I'd love to see you on the very next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye.